The social media space is inundated with a lot of response and reaction to what His Excellency Governor Peter Obi said while he was being interviewed by Nedu Wazobia on the program, the podcast, The Bunch. Part of what he said was he doesn't believe in miracle money. Well, beauty of it is Peter Obi is well respected. He's one of the people we look up to in the country, and he's well learned, he's experienced, and I think he has a voice that we can listen to. But that being said does not mean he cannot make mistake. Because first and foremost, you see, when these reactions were coming, he wanted to try to explain what he meant. Now, in communication, if after saying something, you are now coming back to repeat, to try to explain what you mean, meaning you've not communicated effectively and efficiently in the first instance. So Peter Obi can make mistake. There is no two ways about that. First and foremost, he said doesn't believe in miracle money. Well, he was trying to tell us his brother is a reverend father and he's been in the church and stuff and the likes. Well, your brother being a reverend father or you being in a church does not take away the fact that you might not know everything. That is just basic. That you don't believe in miracle money does not mean there is no miracle money. But it calls to question what you truly believe if you say you're a Christian and you say you believe in a God, you believe in a higher deity. If the higher deity you believe in, God in quote that you say you believe in, cannot give you miracle money, cannot perform miracles, then something is wrong with your belief or something is wrong with your God. It is simple. What is miracle? Miracle are supernatural interventions in human affairs. Things that you cannot explain, that the natural senses cannot explain. And that is what God is all about. The doctor confirmed this person had cancer. You went for a program where you were prayed for and suddenly cancer disappeared. You go back to the hospital, there's no cancer again. So what will you call that? That is a miracle. Somebody has not given birth for so many years, prayed for, and then the person gives birth. That is a miracle. Supernatural intervention in human affairs. So it is wrong for Peter Obi to say doesn't believe in miracle money. That means all the money you have are your efforts, everything you have is your will. You don't need God, or rather, the God you serve does not interfere in financial issues or financial money. Rather, maybe the God doesn't interfere in anything about you, then you don't need that God. Well, it is not something we want to dwell on, but I think Peter Obi should allow things that are beyond what he can explain. He should leave them alone and focus on the politics that he's talking about and how to grow the economy. Another thing Peter Obi talked about is the vigils to night shift. You know, the challenge most of us have is it is easier for us to attack the church in this part of the world. Yes, it's easy for us to attack the church. We will leave the government, we'll leave those that are responsible and want to hold the church responsible. Why is the church growing and there are bad roads? Why is the church growing and the government is not doing this? We're not talking about the government. We're not facing the government. We're interested in the church. There might be proliferation of churches because of the hardship level. That is correct. Everybody is going into church. But then, why not focus on looking at the government? Now, there are countries that don't believe in your God. They are not Christians, but they are developing. Why some countries believe in God and they are also developing. A country like America now is developing. You can hear what Trump said. They believe in God and they are developing. Or a country like China that does not believe in your God, but they are also growing. The focus shouldn't all be about the night vigils. Government should build these industries. They should industrialize the nation and get things working. Because if everything is working, at time that you should use to go to work, you will not be going to vigil. Except you are telling us that, okay, the churches should leave building churches and start building factories and asking people to go for night shift. You as a person, how many industries have you built that people go for night shift? Now, the country has over 250 million persons. How many do you have in your employment that you can say, okay, you want to give them the night shifts that we are talking about? The issue shouldn't be about the night shift or the vigils. The issue should be about the development of the country. For the country to develop, you and I must contribute. The government is at the forefront, not just the churches. The churches will do their part. I know that the Anglican Diocese of Nnewi, they have a rice farm, they have a petroleum company, do a lot of investment. Other people can do that, but that does not take away the role of the government or the place of the government. We should do our night vigils if you can, and also we should do our night shift. Countries that do night vigils, they also do night shift. America, they have their night shift. When they are not doing their shift, they also do night vigils. So we shouldn't say night vigil is a problem of the country, rather our irresponsibility on our part and the part of the government is the challenges that we have. Like I said, P2B is well respected across board, but then it should leave matters that doesn't concern him and dwell on things that he think we need. He's a well respected person. Leave about miracle. Miracle is not the problem of the country. Night vigil is not the problem of the country. We should try and tackle the reasons why there is no food, the reason why there is rising costs, the reasons why our refineries are not working, there is no road, reasons of insecurity. We should look at these reasons and try and address them and leave miracle and night vigils alone. That is not the challenge of a country. Well, you're free to express your opinion. What do you think? What is your take on these issues? We're going to see you in the next video.